The Shire of East Pilbara is the largest shire in Australia and the heart of the Pilbara. It's a place of extremes, the extreme beauty of the rugged landscapes, the extreme importance of our operations, and the extreme challenges faced by many of the people who live here.
Our biggest challenges we face is the vast size of the Shire of East Pilbara and to try and get the funding required to be able to build the infrastructure and give the communities what they need.
The problem in any town that's growing, as this one is, with all the economic development happening, there is a need for funding for things to create a sustainable town. So we do need funding and we need services in this region.
Our shire may be incredibly remote, but our impact can be felt Australia-wide. That's why an investment in the Shire of East Pilbara is an investment in Australia's best interests. Our mining operations produce half of Australia's iron ore and add billions of dollars to the national economy each year. But as mining continues to grow, our communities are struggling to keep up.
So mining's doing very well in the region, however it doesn't translate to money on the ground. We need the funding to support our initiatives and projects going forward.
New infrastructure is desperately needed to allow mining operations and essential community services to continue. This includes an upgraded wastewater treatment plant, which is currently operating far beyond its designed capacity. If the plant fails, it poses a significant health and environmental risk and will impact mining operations, which will have a huge effect on our national economy. The Shire requires $21 million of funding urgently, so that construction of the plant can commence in the next 12 months.
We need to maintain a town that is livable and those essential services that are required to be sustainable.
As a remote region in WA, life in the Shire of East Pilbara has its challenges. These include limited access to healthcare, a high cost of living, limited connectivity, social isolation, and more. Securing funding to address these challenges is vital to ensuring our shire continues to keep pace with the rest of Australia. By improving our services and connections, we can also explore new tourism opportunities. Projects like the new Marble Bar Geoheritage and Nyamal Cultural Interpretive Centre will help to promote long-term visitation and growth.
Big one is tourism. So it's a very untapped resource here in East Pilbara. We see there's a great opportunity to work collaboratively with the traditional owners of the land from a tourism perspective to explore their culture and find ways in which we can let them share their history with all Australia.
Another main challenge our shire faces is the worrying rise in adverse health, social and education trends. Culturally appropriate support is required to close the gap. This will help to increase school attendance, lower crime rates and improve healthcare services. A new purpose-built youth centre is needed to tackle juvenile crime and antisocial behaviour. Funding will offer a range of services and support to young people in the area and improve outcomes for families and communities as a whole. Severe weather events are also becoming increasingly common in our shire. We're now having to fund the extensive damage bill caused by recent cyclones and floods. Current federal government emergency funding does not meet the unique needs of remote and regional areas, which means our shire is having to redirect our own funds just to keep roads and communities open. Changes to federal funding in response to emergencies will make a huge difference and will allow mining operations and communities to continue operating after emergencies. Finally, our shire is funded for a residential population of just over 10,000. But in reality, our population is more than triple this, thanks to extensive FIFO mining operations. So, to develop and maintain the required infrastructure, critical funding is urgently needed. This will increase our mining capacity and capabilities and create many other direct economic, social and environmental benefits. We have identified 14 priority projects across our Shire. These projects are vital to community growth and development, as well as creating future opportunities for mining and other industries to thrive.
So I'd like this to be a place that people want to live and choose to live for the long term and not just short term.
For all these reasons and more, an investment in the Shire of East Pilbara is an investment in Australia's best interests. Because it's not just about what we can get out of the soil, but what we can put into it, to give back to our local communities, to promote tourism and visitation, and to continue building Australia's national economy.
So we're looking for the support for sustainability and the longevity of the town and to build the infrastructure that we require for people to live here long term.
Investing in the Shire of East Pilbara is in the best interests of Australians.
Thank you for your valuable support.